Hey, hey, can you hear me? How's it going? Can y'all hear me out there? Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear me. What's going on, Roger Stewart? I'm being shooting and we having a survival Saturday. Today we're gonna be going over a few things. Can y'all hear me? What's going on? That's good. That's good. All right, we're gonna have a few people coming in, inviting in the people. That's good. That's good. Today I'll be going over this is what I call my survival communications. This radio right here. It is a Bofang two-way radio. Also, it's a dual frequencies. It has also VHF and UHF. Yeah. And the reason why I want to talk about this radio because a lot of people don't understand a two-way radio and a ham radio. This radio here is for survival. And this should be in your bug out bag, your everyday bag you carry. Why? Because if the power goes out and you want to know what's going on, 9 times out of 10, if you buy a walkie-talkie or a two-way radio from Walmart, you're just going to only get a couple of yards. This has a maximum range of 67 miles. And yes, you can get this off Wally World or Amazon. Okay, waiting for a few people to step back in and we start the show. Anybody's welcome to come in. Hey, Santee, how's it going? Tracks with the Smacks. Have a lot of folks in here. Don't forget to hit the like button. What's going on, Ro? Guns and a hookah. Oh, yeah. I posted this for anybody to come on in. Okie dokie. All righty. Mm. All right. Make sure y'all put that down on y'all list to go purchase your Bofang radio. Make sure you make that a part of your bug out, bug in bag, and your EDC and your EDB. Sorry about that. How's it going, Smitty? Going good, going good. Trying to get everything up and ready for this Survival Saturday. That is true, Delray Dan. That is so true. Bofang is more affordable. That is so true. Hey, Miss Carving Q.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
That is so true.
Happy Saturday, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Carving Q.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
That is so good. Going.
Happy Saturday, everybody. How you with doing?
Hey.
There we go.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to turn off YouTube.
That's all good.
Hi, Cindy. I'm sorry.
No, I was just showing the people the the Bofang radio.
Yeah. Mine's back there. Really good piece of equipment to have. I'm just gonna say hi to everybody real quick. Hi,
Go ahead. That's good.
Ampu, Roro, Smitty Long Way. I don't know how to make this thing go up or down, but Jay Chill. Let's see, Guns and the Hookah. Guns is coming in. I think like this is such a good segment to talk about, to explain to everybody about having a Bofang, a two-way radio. I think we were talking earlier, and you mentioned 9/11 happened, and the only way they were able to get in contact with you guys was through the two-way radio. So with all these things going on, and just in case the towers get knocked out and you can't use your cell phone, it's an excellent way to have communication with family. Emergency information you can actually get on there, like NOAA, if you're in an area and they set up what is it, the area where you go to get help, Red Cross, anything like that, they actually tell you which location is at and where you can go. And I do believe after a while you can actually get a community radio where you invite your people and you all can stay in touch, so it doesn't matter where you are.
True.
You keep in touch in a bug out situation and you have to leave your home and you don't have a destination, you will actually have contact with other people to find a destination. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are going to talk about it. Being military, and I think Guns and Hookah is also in comms.
Oh yes. Yeah, now like I said, when 9/11 hit, what's going on, Coy? When 9/11 hit, we had to go back and go to our armory and go to our stations, and they start issuing out radios, and it was a 24/7 thing. We had to carry it,
right.
And it's a good thing to have, because when the power go out, and the reason why I chose Bofang, because I read a lot up on them and how they're not only for Bofang to Bofang, but you can use the towers repeaters with these, and they use high frequency and low frequency channels. So that's another plus in the bag, because I had before, I was like everybody else, going to buy two-way radios, CB radios. Come to find out, they were just battery eaters, and you just couldn't get the distance that you need for your safety and find out what's going on around you.
Right.
Okay, we got the other person coming in, and here he is.
Awesome.
Hey, what's going on, yo?
Hey, Guns.
How you
doing? Hey. How's everything?
Good.
So I'm gonna
hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop off and let you two guys explain and introduce the whole Bofang thing.
Okay.
Peace out.
In the comments.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, that'll work.
What's going on?
Hey, brother, I'm doing all right, man. Ready to do some of this good old high speed stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, what we want to talk about? Calm, pretty much today.
Yeah. Just what is your take on the Bofang radio and the UHF, the VHF, and how people should go about purchasing, and the reasons why to have a radio?
Well, I'll start off with the reason. The reason to have a radio is that, let's say, you have a power grid go down and you have no towers, not like that you cell phone, and the only thing that might be available is landline. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that gets knocked out as well. You might want to need something like, radio, something like this, maybe a ham. It's just another source of communication.
Yes.
You'll be able to have access to. Now, if that gets knocked out, we all in trouble.
True.
You have to get a little bit more primitive with some of the comms, but for the most part, that comms is available when normal comms like phones are down. That'd be the biggest reason to have it. UHF, VHF, these are like frequency ranges,
Yes.
right? So you have what the subs use is like ELF.
Mhm.
If it goes from ELF to EHF, right? You have extremely
Yeah.
low frequency, which is like 0 to 3K range, three
Yeah.
3 kilohertz. Excuse me. Then you have, I think it's like ELF, VLF, ULF, and then it goes like the MF, and it goes all the way up to like HF, UHF, VHF. Now we say it's a UHF, VHF. That's the 3 gigs to 30 gig range, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You hit it right on the head. That's more in the civilian perimeter. They don't go
Yeah.
anything below that besides like what we used to use in the
Yeah,
service.
usually you'd be like an HF roam for a lot of military comms.
Yes.
More weather traffic and stuff like that would fall in that area.
Mhm.
But that's when you get to like the real high frequencies, like civilian comms, police radios, radio
Yeah.
stations themselves,
Yeah.
being in the VHF, UHF
Yeah.
area.
So yeah, that's what I was just bringing up, to have this radio because I did my research on it, and it's pretty good radio. It's like $35 or something on Amazon like that, but it has so many features.
Yep.
And I'm just stressing people out here today. Also, this radio here is something you want to put in the bag, but before you put it in the bag, open up the manual, charge it
Oh, yeah.
up, make sure you
All right.
know your channels. You make sure you have your weather channels on here, stations that you can listen to, because
Yep.
a lot of people are going to realize that this radio, you have to have certain licenses to use this. So you don't want to be barking or hyping on a FM frequency or AM frequency, and next thing you know, FCC is knocking at your door.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And these are definitely primarily non-SHTF circumstances with that happening. SHTF, you don't want to intervene with a weather channel.
Yeah. Oh,
In
yeah.
contact with somebody.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
But usually they'd have, I think one of the biggest things that with comms especially, you have to know your team.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to have a team, know certain frequencies, like you said, the weather frequency, basic frequencies that are out there. You'll know that through like the licensing course with the ham.
Yeah.
And you can Google search a lot of that stuff. You'll get information, go to certain sites, and they'll tell you what their frequencies are. And you'll be able to you actually have those programs to your radio.
Mhm.
But if you're with a team, and let's say you don't have ham, let's say you have just regular, good old fashioned, $25. You got like 5 of these, you got a team of 5. You want to kind of have your frequencies, you would kind of have all that set up with your team to establish a net. So in case you guys spread out, you can be able to communicate with each other at least within a 2 to 5 mile radius. So
Yeah.
you want to know phonetic alphabet. That's huge. Don't be on there saying ABC. You better know the Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, right? Know your numbers, right?
Yeah.
Don't be on there 1, 2. You gotta be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 0. You don't say 10. You say 0. You don't
Yeah.
ever say a long number together. You want
Yeah.
to say 10 if you're saying 10, or 105. You want to say 105, and so
Yeah.
on and so forth. So you want to definitely know your comms talk. And then I won't keep going on, but yeah, is anything you want to add with that, Ben?
No, that's
Little
great,
start.
man. That's what they need to know, man. That's what they
Yeah.
need to know. And like I said, and also the radio that you held up, and I was explaining to people earlier, don't purchase walkie-talkies because walkie-talkies don't have channels. As soon as
Nope.
they cut them on, you're just on and off. Those
Yep.
that you just showed had channels.
Yep. You want ones with channels. You don't want walkie-talkies. Walkie-talkies are good when in absolute worst circumstances, and you need to do Morse code.
Yeah.
That's and that's another thing we can talk about that in a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
more, but we'll just stick with standard comms for now. Just because we got plenty of, because stuff like this, people don't let it, if it's new to you, you haven't done it before, don't get too startled or don't get too beat up, because I've been somewhere in the comms field, whether I've been making them or breaking them for 30 years. So that's what my primary job is outside of gun and hooping, and I do a lot better job than that than gun and hooping. So it takes years, and some of these classes take months to really get good at it. So if you don't get it in this, in our class on this live, don't be discouraged.
Oh no, we have more.
Plenty more classes that we could definitely have with this. And but that's just basic comm that I have so far. And then whatever you want to, hey, I'm with it. I'm with your joint, man. Whatever you need from me, I'm here with you today. I'm rolling with you.
Hey, that's like I said. I want people to know each Saturday we're bringing something to the table, and don't forget to check out Guns and a Hookah's channel for more information. Just don't stop here and then just go, okay, we're gonna worry about this next weekend. No, keep listening to our channels. Everybody's out here, Carbon Q, Santee, Zach, RGG. Keep the knowledge flowing and keep yourself inundated with this. Just don't just go on the channel, hop off and hop this and back this, but take time out and learn these things. When you build the bag for you. Get a radio. We say these things, but you might find a radio that's your preference.
Look at that.
Yes.
I'm looking at some of the comments. Forgive me, I'm going to be a little delayed on comments.
Okay.
But because I have to look, I'm looking actually at my phone with the radio, because I have the echoing problem with my computer, which I need to work out. So a question was asked, is how long does it take to get a ham license from Santee? Santee, what's going on? But yeah, she asked, but how long would it take? How long does it take to get a license for your ham radio, to operate your ham radio?
Oh, okay. You know what? That's a good question. Let's bring her in here and see, what she wants to talk about.
That'll work.
There you go. It's Santee.
Santee, come on down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't think it takes that long.
Not that I know of. I don't have one.
Actually, I think Carbon Q is working on her license.
Getting her license, yeah.
Yes.
So she'd be a good person to answer that question within the comments. Or if Carbon wants to come on herself, to answer that one. I don't think it's that long.
No, it's different types. I think you have general. You have, let me see on the card.
Okay, I'm looking at it. It's technician, general, and amateur extra. So you had, from what I see here. So
lost you there.
Oh, my daggone whatchamacallit, man. I'm gonna forgive me if I get tagged, because I'm on my phone, and I don't know why I didn't think to use another device. So I told people not to disturb me at this time, but
okay.
So, but yeah, it's just somebody trying to text.
Okay, yeah. I went blanked out on there right quick. That's the first time I ever did that. But yeah, it's 3 different levels of getting those licenses, and I think there's no certain time limit on getting those licenses.
It might be self-paced, right? From what I'm understanding.
Yes. And
you take a test.
Yeah, I think it is. Let me see. The website is called. Check out hamradioprep.com.
All right.
Hamradioprep.com, and it has all the features that you need to start off. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? I'm looking down here and seeing what's going on. She asked, "Can you call
911?" Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. This is actually when you're trying to communicate with, just certain specific people, not strangers. You want to keep yourself
911. 911. But think about it. It's an SHTF. 911 might be tied up at the moment.
Oh yeah. That is so true. Yeah. Oh, there's Tap In Productions asking, can we talk about gas masks next week?
Yeah,
I'm into that.
yeah, I'm with it. And here's a joint. I'm gonna make a little joke. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If you cannot handle wearing those paper masks or cotton masks in the store for 20 minutes, you're not gonna be able to handle wearing an M40
That is so true.
walking down the street. Hey,
Hey.
oh my gosh,
Okay.
look at it. She looks so different. What's your hair? What'd you do with your
Do,
hair?
do I look different?
Look at that.
Yeah.
She was out there lot lizarding last night. Now
Man,
flipped her hair. She had changed to the sky.
Looking real new, huh?
this my
Uh-huh.
let me shut up. See, I'm not gonna act crazy. Gun in the hooker. But my question, I have two. I have
All
one
right, go
is
ahead.
how long does it take? Can I get the radio and start using it and then get a
No.
license?
No,
Ham radios? No.
This
Okay,
radio
the second-
here, this one here, Santee, you can order from Amazon. What you want to do also is turn it on and learn the features on it. And the first channel that you want to set up is your local weather and emergency on there. So you can get the weather, what's going on, what's storm, locations like that. That's what you want to do with that radio first. Then after that, you can go for your ham license, everything, if you want to mess with different frequencies and everything. But right now, we're going to put out further down the road that we're going to have our own station and channels that we're going to be working on as a community. So you just hold up on that. Yeah.
So we can call and say, come pick me up.
Yeah, we can
They try to
contact
come
each
to you.
other. Yeah. So
Oh,
don't
okay.
don't
That's
have to
not-
worry
that's a
about that
lot.
right now. That's a good question, but we were
Yeah.
holding off on the video. So that's what we're going to be working on, getting our own channel and having, community.
It's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Okay, my second question is.
Oh, that's
if you
thanks
don't-
to Carbon Q there.
Yeah,
Carbon
that's a
Q.
good idea. That's a good idea, Carbon Q. The second question is, if you don't get your license and they catch you on it, how long do you get? Do you get 30 days in jail? Try to say. How long, or do you get a ticket? What you get? What they give you if you?
We're not going to worry about
Yeah.
we're not going to worry
Yeah.
about the consequences. We're
I
going to
need
worry
to-
about
I need
getting
to
your
know the
license.
consequences.
No,
Oh, Lord.
because when you use this Santee, there's nothing working. ESPN is gone. CBS
Yeah,
is
everything's
gone.
down.
FM,
Okay.
AM, everything is gone. You got to look at the focus like that. And we're going to be bouncing off repeaters. Repeaters, though, big, how can I say this? These are these big antennas that you see up in the trees that's blinking sometimes. You're like, what radio station is that? They are
Yeah.
called repeaters. And this radio here bounces off that signal bounces off those repeaters.
Okay.
And they were the only ones who have power at the time. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say that either. But thank you very much for answering my question. I'm gonna go back into the chat. I'll see y'all
All right.
later. Thank you.
All right, have a
All
good
right,
one.
later.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah.
It's definitely a legit question. Definitely. You need your license. As far as we just talked about how long it takes. We don't know. I think it's at your own pace. The quicker, the better. Right. Definitely during peacetime. It's a good
Mhm.
time to really get it done.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And like
Go ahead, sorry.
I was saying, like I told Santee, you want to make sure get your familiarization on the functions of your buttons and what channels, what not to do, because right now, this time, it's good to listen on your weather channels and what changes up, because sometimes these channels might go over to a different county and you're not in that county.
Right.
You're stranded. You might be driving into a flood.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 And I see
was
some of
tough.
these hurricane frequencies and stuff, and hurricanes go down in this county. Now this channel's not working, and like, okay, the channel that you in, the hurricane that hit, now there's no tower. What do I do next? But that's
Right.
We save that next for another.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
if it really gets bad out there, because some of these things happen now, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like it's got to be the end of the world.
Yeah.
We're talking tornadoes,
Survival.
bringing down,
Yeah.
flood, like said, like hey, Katrina with the levees breaking in New Orleans and
Sure.
Mississippi getting blasted. But like I said, New Orleans taking the bulk of that run of that hurricane. That's as SHTF fan. I mean, that's an SHTF situation.
Yeah, and like I said, thank you, for coming on here and bringing up a lot of stuff. Also, we're gonna set in motion, you know, not just me, you, Carbon Q, and everybody else, to have a location and find out who's in what state. And that's how we're going to link up. So that way we can do that and just, you know, they can't get in contact with me because I'm in this state and you're in that state. Well, there's a couple more of 2A family in a different, your state. So let's get the ball rolling. We're going to get that taken care of.
Daggone Santee. Talk about, I can't go on there beatboxing. No, don't do that. Don't go beatboxing. Here's another thing about radios, people. Daggone Santee. You don't want to be on a radio. When you key that mic, you don't want to be on it too long.
True.
You want to keep your comms anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds or less, right? Closer
True.
to 3 than to 5. Because you could be, and you don't want your signal intercepted by the wrong people.
Oh, yeah. That's
You know
so
what I
true.
mean? So,
so true.
you want to definitely not be on there beatboxing for 10 seconds. And next thing you know, you getting got. You know, it's not necessarily by the police or nothing like that. It could be somebody much worse or something much worse. That
Yeah,
interception.
that's something to think about. And then, you know, a lot of people talking about this zombie apocalypse. I haven't seen the bug out bag on The Walking Dead yet.
Yeah. Yeah. It is the zombies. It all depends on which zombies. Will we get the slow moving zombies that eat everything, or do we get the fast running zombies
World
that are
War Z.
selective? Will we get the ones that think?
Yeah.
You know. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's so
when it
true.
comes to it. Hopefully we'll never have to know about the zombie. But here's the thing about zombie apocalypse, and anybody who's seen these movies, the least of your problems are the zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta, I mean, you know, you gotta survive yourself.
Mhm.
You know, and you know, the world the way it's going, and to have these radios, I say this is a necessity at any time because you don't know what level of things they can use against us because of the COVID incident. And you know, the cases where you can't use this, you can't have this, you can't have this, you know.
Right.
AT&T, T-Mobile comes out where if you haven't had the vaccine, you know,
Mhm.
you're gonna dial down your minutes. You never know, man.
Never know.
Yeah, that's so true. I'm looking
Gotta
at Smitty
maneuver.
talking about zombie dinosaurs.
Let's just let's hope it doesn't get to that point.
No.
But as I stated, the zombies are the least of our worries because
Yeah.
when stuff breaks down, you see how corrupt people can get. People can get real dangerous.
Yeah.
And folks might come get you if you're on there talking Santee. Well, let's say in a military scenario, you're in combat. You don't want to be on there long because if your signal's intercepted, they could get your coordinates
Mhm.
and they could start launching shit at you. Next thing you know, you blown the hell up because you were on your mic was keyed too long and someone intercept your signal, or somebody does come snatch you and you know, you're not going to be in the greatest of conditions. So you definitely want to be real careful with how long you're on the mic or on the radio, and also how you talk on it, right? That's why you'll have that's why knowing your phonetic alphabet, I said earlier, phonetic numbering, being able to break in communication and then come back to it, you know, ending it and all that good stuff. So
And
this is
also,
stuff we definitely can talk.
yeah, that's so true. That is so true because I look at it like this also, that we can, you know, we have to learn the IFF and teach that, identifying friend or foe,
Mhm.
because I don't think they really get that out in survival. Few survival things I watched, I see the IFF, they have everything prepared, preps and everything for IFF. And IFF is standing for identification, friendly or foe. You know, that's your friend or your enemy. They have different ways to identify. You know, you get to a shelter and they be like, hey, what's the pad? What's the code word? You know what I'm saying? Scooby-Doo. Nah, they shoot you because it was Snoopy. You know, you just never know. So you just have to have yourself a plan according. And, you know, that's what we're going to work on, you know.
No, that's definitely true. Leaving some of the comments easy. Yeah, you definitely, well, let's see. I'll go with barbecue first. What about additional antennas for the car to bounce? Well, that's good in the peacetime situation. Oh man,
Mhm.
computer. I might have lost it. But anyway, I want to. Oh, there it is. It may be good in peacetime, right? To maybe off your car. But what if you don't have a car?
Yeah.
What if you lose your car? You definitely can get antennas that extend out, like on some of the old radios, like Brick 77s and stuff like that. You can get
Wow.
antennas you put in your backpack. Yeah, that's old school, right?
Man.
Is
Yeah,
that your old
it is.
school on
You
them?
got bad memories on that
Yeah,
one.
those whip antennas you can get those for your pack that you can actually attach to some of your radios, but all depends on
Yeah.
your radio and if it's compatible to it. You just have to make sure you have a compatible radio. On your car, you can have a whip antenna as well, but if you run out of a car, you want to make sure you have one that you carry,
Yeah.
and that will help some. If that give you a little bit more range, but it also depends on the towers
True.
that you're bumping off of the repeaters.
And you
So
got to watch too, also what state you're in, because I think it's something like those antennas go with alongside the speed radars also. So you got to make sure.
yeah, so in a peacetime, so it all depends on the scenario. If it's peacetime, yeah, check your state and local laws for what you can have in your vehicle.
Mhm.
If it's SHTF, do what you got to do until you ain't got the car no more, and then be able to transport it to your backpack and keep pushing. The key is to have, because SHTF, as we know,
Yeah.
it don't matter. It's all about survival at that point. So, and Easy Dozer's like about he said not military, which it's there's no big deal on that one. Calm is calm. You learn that joint.
Yeah.
And actual breakdown of infrastructure. Oh yeah, they're definitely right about that. There are people out there that are nasty. There's some people out there because desperation breeds a lot of anger. We lose our civility.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those. Yeah. So we're not on the top of the food chain because we're nice.
Yeah. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Compassion brings out, defeat. I say that a lot. You have to balance your compassion on, your brutality. So
Right.
It's a thin line between both. So you got to know where you're at and where you stand. And this other question here, he was saying about all you don't have government stockpiling ammo and food. If I'm willing to take yours, that's Easy Dozer.
If we're talking where we don't have government, I don't need to stop. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's definitely true on there. But also those who I'm with you on that. But there's also, you gotta be careful when you try to take somebody else's, because trust and believe, you better assume that they're ready to die for it. And if a person who's ready, and nothing's more dangerous than somebody who's willing to die to protect theirs. See, that's what holds people back sometimes, the fear of getting hurt or even dying. So just hope you're better than they are if you do that.
Oh yeah.
So it's not going to be as simple as people. I just go and take your stuff. Yeah, okay, Debo. You may come across a whole bunch of cats, a whole bunch of Debos on that side that may take what little bit you have because you were trying to get more. So your best bet sometimes is not to become an enemy. Try to become an ally.
Yeah.
If you're in a situation like that, because you don't know who you're going to come across and what they know and how many people they got already.
Yeah.
So in a situation like that, your best bet is becoming an ally.
Yeah, and you got to make sure that the person they send out is not a decoy, because they'll send some bait out there, and you got about 4 or 5 people waiting on around the corner. You got to watch yourself. Head on the swivel.
Facts. And yeah, that's a good question. I wouldn't even say anger if I had to feed my kid. Of course, absolutely. That's like I stated before. You want to try to be an ally more than you want an enemy, right? Because you could say I'd say 90% of the people who are stockpiled have training.
Yeah.
Trust me. You'll get maybe that last 10%, maybe even less than that are just started buying stuff at the last minute.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people expect them to be well trained in all the elements of survival, to include killing. So you want to definitely be better off an ally than an enemy in a case like that. Especially if you got other people that rely on your people.
Yeah, see, that's the point. A lot of people don't know those ways of survival, And I tell them simple things that you got to make shift things and understand things and do it a different way to survive, because we can have all these things, but if you got a backpack of stuff that you don't have a clue how to use it,
Right.
and when to use it, yeah, you'd be better off just walking with nothing.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
see, so survival isn't the same thing as locking down the house.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you 100%. But I would keep telling you, even if you're out there, no house. Let's just say you go all out there. You come across a compound, or you just out there with somebody else.
Yeah.
You might want to make an ally because you don't know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Right? We may assume that we can overpower them.
Yeah.
You may be in for a surprise. So your best bet is to try to become an ally first, and if that
Yeah.
doesn't work, then you go for what you know.
You got to look at the types. Are they militia? Are they resistance? Are they just people of the land? There's three different types. A lot of people don't know that,
Oh yeah. And
you got to look
they all
into
could be one deadlier than the other.
Yeah.
So you
That's
want to
true,
be
man.
careful. Like I said, first become an ally. Try to become an ally. If that doesn't work, then go for what you know. After that,
Yeah.
This ain't about pride. This is about survival.
Yeah.
Sometimes being an ally. I ain't talking about say yourself, but
Yeah. And this is what
find
this
out who
channel
you're
is
working
for.
with. Yeah.
This is what this channel for, man. And I'm glad you're here to bring up this knowledge that people need to know, because some people are scared, some people will laugh it off, some people will be angry about it, but it's all, just don't worry about the messenger, get the message. That's all we're saying.
And everybody's going to be somewhat afraid.
Yeah.
If you're not afraid or have any kind of fear or a little bit of worry, I think you're not human. I may not even want to mess with you. You ain't your right frame of mind. It's battling through it. That's courage part.
Yeah.
Battling through it. So, he said local. They talking with themselves. Yeah.
Mhm.
Watch who you roll with, man. That's a big thing. Watch who you roll with. That's
Yeah.
it's good to have a team. If you by yourself, it's a little tougher to make allies, but definitely if you have a team, that you roll together, you'll be better off. It's gonna get tough even within that team. It's gonna get tough.
Yeah. And what's so bad about it, and I've seen a lot of people that since being in the 2A community and going to gun ranges and meeting different races and people, all from different genres of life, you'd be surprised, like, oh, they got their own organization, they got their own campgrounds, they got their own food. You know what I'm saying? You go out there, they be like, wait a minute, they got farms and cultivating, and they already ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
Yeah, and see, a lot of people don't understand, when you prepping to go somewhere else that's secure.
Right.
When you bug out, you're bugging out to go somewhere secure.
Mm-hmm.
So when you bug in, you stand there because that's your most secure area.
Right.
So that's what people have to understand too. You're just not going to be a guy on the side of the road with a backpack thumbing a ride trying to go from state to state. Because that's the mindset they see. Once they see that backpack, they figure like, I can turn around, throw. The guy stopping might see a meal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, who you dealing with, and anybody who like said, me, I plan on bugging in. I plan on chilling.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be awfully bad before I start walking on these tender feet of mine.
I got a good base scenario on certain things a lot of people don't really look at and take in consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to look at the big situation and stuff that really runs and still has electricity that a lot of people doesn't use. Like take for example these big malls that's been evacuated. These big, Kmarts. There's certain areas you can use in those facilities. You can go in.
Right.
And just find you a nice storage area that you feel more comfortable in. That's why I tell people, because right here reading the comments, it says, I keep a contractor bags in my trunk. Okay, single in my EDC. Okay. Yeah, true. Easy Dozer had some points there. It's really good points on that right there.
Well, he made a valid point for sure.
Yeah.
Talk about the local. Yeah, like I said earlier with the role play. Yeah, you want to be careful with who you roll with. You got some cats out here bull driving, acting, playing GI Joe or playing. Yeah, you got to be careful because the proof will be in the pudding. The truth will come out if it get bad out here. So
you'll be amazed, man.
Yeah. Yep. So this is, of course, big bore guy. Yeah, I love big bore. Yeah, but I wouldn't be carrying too much of that out there. If it was bug out, I'd be with a 22 long all day. Maybe a 7.62 if there's ammo available.
It is. I think, I tell a lot of people I've been preparing myself, and when the ammo got the shelves, I noticed I said it a long time ago. I say the ammo is gonna come out, but the magazines are gonna be pulled away. And sure enough, certain items are gonna be. They teasing us till they shut
this
us
is
down.
what they're gonna do. It's all a money grab. I mean, it's gonna the good old cheap ammo. Oh, we're gonna miss that. Oh, I'm so glad I was on that game a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks to a couple of friends, like, hey, yo, go stock up.
Yeah.
And I already had a little piece, but I had friends that like, go ahead, go get it. So got it. I'm sitting okay. But this is going to be a time where mag dumps, you're going to have to get into precision fire. We're going to deviate. I know we jumped all over the place with this, but that's why my go-to gun, that's a good question, MHP. What would be your two go-to guns in the event you got to roll out?
If I got to roll out, I'm just going to take one single caliber. Now, for me, my go-to is my 10 mil.
Gotcha.
If I have to roll out, if I got my high point carbine, and I'm gonna take my EAA Witness, which is my 1911 10 millimeter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but for like if I'm already out, it's gonna be situated in my 9 mil.
Right.
What I already have. I'm gonna carry which caliber I'm gonna have long. I'm gonna have mid range and short range with me. Now, it's impossible for me to carry all three in my long range. But if I'm out there and saying like somebody they feel more comfortable with a 5.56 and a 9 mil, just make sure you're compatible with your weightage on your ammunition. But me, I'm just sticking with one caliber. That's me.
Yeah. 22 is probably going to be one. I think if I do 7.62 would be my SKS. Because in my opinion, it's probably one of the most robust battle rifles in history.
Yeah.
Been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I'd bring out my Norinco Type 56. It's only 10 rounds, but you said it's at this point where you want to factor in the weight because 1,000 rounds of 7.62 is heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. So you want to bring maybe 200 rounds of that, and then you could I'd bring like another 1,000 rounds of 22 or 1,200 rounds of 22 long because it's extremely light. It doesn't take up too much weight in the bag because you already know that your payload is going to be heavy if you have to bug out. Guess it's going to be 50 pounds. I talked about that last week with Carbon, right? You and Carbon talked about that. That you're gonna, so you got to factor in weight. But yeah, we went off. We was trying to keep it calm, but hey, it's survival, baby. I guess we gotta roll with it.
Hey, this is what this channel all about, surviving, man. So we can start comms and we can end up about gunpowder and explosive. Hey, whatever it takes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I like about survival Saturdays. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Nah, this is cool, man. I appreciate you bringing me on, man. And shout out to Carbon Q. Carbon Q is shout out to Carbon Q. Yeah. She's awesome.
She is a true, a person. I'm saying Swiss Army knife because she has everything. What to need, what to help, and that's what I like about this community that brought me in, man, because in a point in your life, you have to find something that you really, really enjoy. And this community is one of mine. It's like, hey, man, I got to get up. I got to do this. I'm enjoying it, and the family
Right.
looking at me like, hey, you ain't down and out no more. Wait, they say, man,
Right.
you go 13 hours without no sleep. It's like, dude, I had to meet y'all,
Right.
It's like, and then they looking like, you drove 13 hours back, man, without falling asleep. Well, I got to get to the next one.
Right.
They ain't gonna make it
Yeah.
dead over some trees.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one in Tennessee.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be nice.
That one in Nashville. That's about a 12-hour ride for me. I'm driving that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get the Houston one, but I'm definitely get there 'cause I got some.
Yeah. I was
It's gonna be
excited. I
amazing.
was excited. So you're gonna be excited, but that ride back home, boy. Whoo,
Yeah.
sometimes
Oh,
you gotta pull
that
over and
ride back
stretch
home
out.
is gonna suck. Especially going through that watershed.
Hey,
That's gonna be terrible. Going back east from Nashville, taking that, was it 30 or 40? You gotta take that watershed. Oh, I'm not driving that night. No, I'll be driving first thing in the morning.
yeah. I'm
Well,
like, man, I got on that road, man, and got out the car. I really had to pull my legs out and turn
Right.
around in the seat to just get out the car. I was like, man, that's some driving.
yeah, yeah,
That's just to get gas.
yeah. It'll beat you up, man.
Yeah.
It'll definitely beat you up.
Yeah, like he said, like Delray Dan saying, he was talking about things can change overnight.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
And we saw it with the what do you call it? Funny thing, I just bought like maybe a week prior. I just picked up like a couple of 100 rounds of 7.62, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my boy hit me up, was like, "Yo, did you see what they talking about? 7.62 Rush Gamble's been banned." I'm like, "Oh." Well, I said first I'm like, "Okay, where are you getting the source from?" And then I said, Department of State. I was like, "Oh, okay." So started with Obama. Trump got a piece of it. Now Biden is putting the nail in the coffin.
And you know what? I found out through shout out to Black Poindexter. He told me about it. I was sitting there thinking about the Russian. I said, okay, I knew they were going to start this somehow, but I didn't know how they were going to start and which way they're going with it. So I was like, okay, they're going to cut this down. Then they're going, because Biden and Turkey, they started doing that incident about the Turkish thing about his son and something like that. And they were about to shut Kanik down and do all this, but they squashed that. Now they're going in this country. Next thing you know, they're going over to Rock Island with the Philippines, and who knows?
Yeah, we know so right now it's a money grab because you notice that it's only the good steel Russian ammo. It isn't the Winchester brass that's being touched or the BNC.
Mm-hmm.
None of that's being touched. The good 80 cents a round, 90 cents a round, $1.15.
Yeah,
that's not being touched.
Yeah,
the 922 compliant AKs are probably not going to be touched, but they're going to be expensive as hell because they know that a lot of competition has been knocked out, at least for now. So there's going to be a lot of lobbying over the next forever. There's going to be some lobbying going.
That's so true. That is so true. So, see, somebody's up here, R. Scott. Shout out to R. Scott. He's saying he was able to find 7.62 by 39 today for $6.99 per box of 20.
That's good prices in this climate, especially right now where everything is on the verge of, get it while it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Buy it cheap, stack it deep. Remember the times. And Del Rey just got him. He got 1,200 rounds for $300. This is good. These are good prices for now.
Yeah.
I don't know how long people have been in the game as far as with AKs or 7.62.
Yeah.
But I remember when I first jumped into it, AK was, remember that was like 12 cents, 13 cents a round.
Oh, yeah.
Man, especially at Walmart. I saw the writing on the wall when Walmart stopped selling that ammo. I was like, it's over.
But see, that's the point back then when we had the AK because the bad guys had them in the movies. They were
Yep.
pushing the AR and everything else, and the Desert Eagle, and
Yep.
I want what Stallone had. I wanted what Arnold Schwarzenegger had in this movie, but
Yep.
they didn't mess with the AK until they started looking the other way.
Facts. And the killer part is, right, even now it had the AK versus AR conversation. And everybody's like, oh, AR 5.56 is more accurate. The AR is more user friendly. Yeah, it is. But that AK is more robust. That 7.6239 hit different and through 250 yards than that 5.56 do. Yeah, that 5.56 will get out there a little further. But that 7.62 within that 300 yard or less radius is going to do significant damage.
And see, that's multi-purpose. That's why, because you can do assault with an AK, and then it can turn into a sniper.
Right.
Just throw a scope on top of it and start get in the prone position. Oh, damn, things change.
Facts. Facts. All day, every day. Now, everybody want to everybody, man, I want to get a K. You should have been got a K. What you wait on? At least get the. I tell people get SKS. I was preaching SKS for years. Like SKS is the way to go. Now, good luck, right? I was like SKS is not as it's only 10 rounds, but 10 rounds that make them count. We'll be cool. 30 round mag days are coming to a close because they gonna start closing in on that ammunition.
Hey, I'm in the mountains up here. I'm up here in the mountains. I walk in, I see about a whole wall full of them. I ain't saying nothing. I say, okay, I'll be back next week to get that and a box of this and that. Yeah, because these little mom and pop stores and pawn shops don't say nothing, man. You walk in, ooh, y'all still got that?
Yeah. Hey, like, come get it while it's here. And if you got a good rapport with them, you good, right? But if you just some random stranger, man, I'm sorry, your ass made me out because the mom and pop stores got hit when the big box stores like Walmart and all them came in and took a lot of their business away with all the cheap prices. Now at Walmart to stop, mom and pops are like, ha ha, yeah. Who's your daddy now? You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So yeah, and see, Black Point Desks put it out there, right?
Yeah.
They banned Chinese ammo 20 years ago. So we so there was the indication 100% with me with the Walmart joint. He confirms that. It was crazy. Oh yeah, R. Scott. Look, you could now. I'll tell you, Walmart. Well, a lot of people slept on Walmart. Did you notice that? A lot of people slept on Walmart. I would never buy ammo from Walmart. Winchester is Winchester. Federal is Federal. I don't care which store you get it from. Right? That don't change. There's not no great value ammo. Same ammunition, but you're paying way less in Walmart. There was a time rollback. We talk about the rollback prices because Walmart was notorious for rollback.
Yeah.
You get them cheap. I remember I got a box of 5.56, Federal 5.56, 250 rounds for $26.
And you know what was crazy about Walmart at that time? They had some quality ammunition.
Yeah, big time. Because they did a lot of Federal. They did a Winchester. They even had the Tula when they were doing set. They had Tula. Yeah. Man, they had all that stuff. You get up in there, you go clean house. Man, facts, Roger Stewart. Walmart was the spot. Who know about them Zeeks, them Z1Qs? Remember that ammo? Ooh, I still got a few boxes of that left.
Oh man.
Man, you get a box of 30 rounds of 223 or 5.56 rather for like $6, man. It was stupid.
Man, they don't like I
308 for like $7.50.
Wow, man. It's
like stupid, man.
Now I go in there, man, they don't even have bird shot, man. They just got
right.
I used to stock up on slugs. They had door knockers, all kinds of. I was like shotgun heaven in that mug, boy.
Man, who you telling? Walmart used my spot.
Right around, you be like, what? This in here?
Right.
Walmart have you buying a ton of ammo before you even get the gun.
Look. especially like I do like back in the day I was in the gun club. We used to do range events and I'd go buy some ammo. Of course, I'd buy like some ammo strictly for the range, and I'd buy some for myself.
Yeah.
And before I knew it, I'm sitting on a lot. I was sitting on a ton of ammo. But thanks to all that mag dumping and stuff, I burnt a lot of it up.
Oh,
and
man.
then I recouped a lot of it, but not nowhere where at my peak. At my peak, I was sitting fat. You know, now I got a couple of cats sitting way fatter than me, but I was sitting pretty fat at the time. And
no, go ahead. No,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Oh yeah, I was sitting fat, man. Ugh. I thought I was dumb, but I had some friends that are sitting stupid. That was stupid fat on ammo. And it's like, you know, it's that preparing thing. They've been doing it for years, preparing. Got that some of that old school stuff that you can't find anymore. And
yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be rough. Shout out to those who, if you could find we used to get those Winchester Hollows. Yep. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Telling you, man, that Walmart was
But you know what though? I finally realized that I think Academy is coming around to be that Walmart type. You know, they're gonna have to. I mean, because the store now, I see the weapon side getting bigger and bigger, and the fishing and stuff is getting smaller. I've been noticing that. Gradually, I noticed I've been noticing the ammunition and gun side of the store is getting larger. You know, because when I first walked in, I think it was more fishing, game, canoeing, camping, and then you had a little section for guns where, you know, but now it's done changed. It's like, whoa.
That was online because unfortunately where I live, we're not fortunate to have that beautiful store. It's but I used to go online and it's like, damn, because you know, I had a lot of ammo, especially during the plague. I was going off. I was just like, if it was available, got at the prices. They were still reasonable prices even then. Earlier in the plague, you know, you was getting maybe for like 20 cents a round.
Oh yeah.
And everything, 5.56 or 223, you could pretty much. At the time was still there, but then it started to die out when it dried up, and it put a little bit out at a time. It was like, yeah, good luck trying to find that stuff to have, and if you find it's going to be expensive.
Oh yeah. This ammo is there. There he is. What does he say? You got anything else? Black Point does say he blew through 300 rounds of 7.62 last weekend.
Yeah, because you know, that's one of those things you thinking we straight. You know, maybe not. You know, but if you go through 300 rounds and you got 15,000 rounds, still you good. But if you blew through that bad boy and you only got 500 rounds,
wow.
Oops.
That's wow. Well, you know what? I noticed something too about Russian ammunition. Their steel cases are different from American-made steel casing. And I noticed
some of that surplus stuff is corrosive.
I noticed that because the Russian steel cases, I didn't have an issue flowing that through. And then when I grabbed some of this American-made stuff, I was like, wait a minute, is this
trash
10 or 4 or what?
Yeah, it's not that good. Still, Tula is good. Wolf is good. Barnault's good. And I wish, that was one point, I didn't know about Barnault's until the last year. Actually, let me take that back. I didn't pay attention to it because I bought something from a gun show. I didn't realize how cheap it was. Barnault's, you could get a box of 20 for like $2. You get a whole brick for like $65.
Wow.
I was like, good God, I wish I'd have known about Barnault's. I'd have been sitting on at least 60,000 rounds of 7.62. Yeah, you're right about that, Black. Most of that bad boy is corrosive. So if you use corrosive ammo, put water, and then immediately dry it, immediately lube it, immediately, because that bad boy will get surface rust quick, fast, in a hurry.
Mm.
So I do have a little bit of 54R surplus. It's corrosive. That's my last resort. I got nothing else
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, that's the hit the fan stuff, and last man standing type ammo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Black about the Black Point Desert. But Monarch is repacked, and that stuff is gone.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's available for those who actually have an academy near them. Gobble it up.
Oh no,
For those,
it's no. I got one right down the street. No,
yeah.
that's gone. The only thing they got now is 22L. Let me see, 223 Winchester.
Oh, they got 223. Surprising.
Yeah, they got boxes of that. 308, mainly hunting them and boat action.
Gobble that up. Gobble it up. You get 308, 223, Winchester 223 Remington.
Yeah.
You get 22 long. Get that 22 long. That 22 long will save your neck.
Yeah. And he's like you said, tons of people in the store this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's good, Norwood?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Man, I mean, yeah, because like I said, we started out with radios, now we're coming out with ammunition, and this is stuff that needs to be news. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things are going on that people don't even know. I would have never known if Black Poindexter had said anything. Because if 7.62 get affected, I know something else is going to be there. Because they did 380 like that for the longest. I couldn't find that for my wife's weapon for the longest.
Longest time?
Yeah, for 380, man. It was like 4 or 5 months going by. No, we don't get it. I was like, what in the world?
Was like that back in 2013 after the Sandy Hook joint.
What?
Yeah, I remember when 22 was real. Not before. It was before Sandy Hook. 22 long was short. That was done.
Yeah.
And that's why people made a killing off of it. You had it. People were flipping that ammo and making a killing off of that stuff. Yeah. You got to have that 22. Don't get that Thunderbolt unless that's like last minute, last resort. That Thunderbolt is trash.
And see, that's the question I was telling people, man, the other day. They were asking me, with me, and they saying, why did I pick the High Point 10mm carbine? I said the reason why, cause I can grab a box of 40 Smith & Wesson, put it in the same magazine, and unloose that thing the same way, and no effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge High Point fan.
Yeah.
As far as their pistols, like their C9, stuff like that. But their carbines those things are put together.
Yeah. And the reason why I got that 10mm, because at the time they didn't have the AK. You know what I'm saying? I needed something that was all weather.
Yeah.
Like my weapon.
that High Point does take an ass whoop. I have to give it that.
Yeah.
It does. It is definitely a weapon that is durable.
Yeah.
It's just not aesthetically pleasing for the most part.
Yeah, it is. It's an ugly weapon, but it does.
Very ugly. But if it does a job, I talk trash about High Point. I wasn't a fan, like I said, the C9. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
C40, not a fan. I mean, I wanted to get the Yeet cannon for collector's purpose, just the one that said Yeet cannon on it. But those carbines are, they're the truth, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, those I was definitely impressed with the one I shot. Wow, this thing. A High Point? Yeah, it's a High Point. I'm like, damn, okay, High Point.
Whoa. Did you know about that? What Black Poindexter said?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my boy's got he's got 74. And he's like, good luck finding you have a harder time finding 5.45 than you do 7.62 by 3.9. You know what's gonna be careful too, that 54R is gonna follow suit.
I've been hearing about
those. If you got those bows in the guns, like me.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, like I said, somebody said 1,000 rounds ammo, right? Per gun. I would caveat and say per gun you intend on using in a fight. Wouldn't necessarily, you're not going to see with 1,000 rounds of 500 nitro express.
Yeah.
Number one, it's heavy as hell. Number two, I'm not shooting 1,000 rounds of 500 nitro express.
That's a lot.
I've done 3 on one day, and my hand was throbbing.
That's a
So
lot. That's a lot.
yeah, so I wouldn't do that. But for like your main go-tos, like your 9mm, your 7C or AK, you know,
Hmm.
AK rifles, AK whatever one, whether you have an AR chambered in that,
Yeah.
or you have, you know, straight up AKs, SKSs, the SIG 5.56s, bolt action, or the
Yeah.
Mini 30s, as Ruger Mini 30 shoots 7.62, 5.39. That stuff right there, yeah, you want to have 1,000 rounds per gun. Depends on your fight. But my Gucci gun, I don't have 1,000. I have close, but I don't have 1,000. I don't shoot them off. But the guns I plan on battling with, they're already rugged, they're dirty, they're nasty. I got plenty of ammo for those.
But yeah, man, hey. Where's let's see where's Carbon Q at?
Yeah, Carbon Q, come on. Easy, those are very good. I have a 454 Casull, and I think I have about 700 rounds of it, and I'm with you, brother. You don't want to shoot that too much. That's why it's like, you know, one hit a quitter, because if you got a mag, you know, cylinder dump of 454 Casull, that does not feel good on your hands at all. So I'm with you on that one.
God almighty, no. That's a lot too. At 30-06 bolt action.
30-06 is a nice one too. Heck yeah. I got a 30-06 pistol, hunting pistol.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, it's gonna be on I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
off the chain.
Yeah.
Wow.
They say, yeah, unless they learn to shoot back. Yeah, we'll have a problem if deer start shooting back.
Yeah, that is true. You know, hey, you never know.
Facts.
what dimension?
All right. Just never know. Deer might get tired of your shit.
Alternate dimension, they might come through, be shooting at humans and whatnot.
Facts. Like, you've been eating me all these years. My turn to get some payback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run if you see If you see a deer with a pair of hands and sharpened teeth, you better want to roll out.
Yeah, that's so true.
You might want to roll out. It's got really bad out here in these streets.
Yeah, that's so true. That is so true, man. But
I'm enjoying this, man. I'm enjoying this. Again, I appreciate it. Shout out to Carbon Q again. I appreciate this. I love being in the house.
You got to.
This is fun.
Yeah, you got to. This is like I say, a survival Saturday, man. And, you know, we're just teaching things and telling people, and people in comments letting us know what's, giving us information to put out, you know, and that's what it is, you know. And,
no doubt. Let's see. Del Ray. I looked at buying a DPMS AR-15 because they're cheap and even all the ammo still in brass. I have a DPMS AR-10.
Oh, you do?
I had that for I caught it used. I am not above buying a used gun, because used could be, if it's been shot like 10 times, it's considered used.
Yeah.
And this was years ago, and it's a hit or miss gun for sure.
Yeah.
I was fortunate mine was broken in, so I didn't have any problems with mine. But you know, it's hit or miss with any gun.
What's the comfortability on it? I mean, how did you feel? You know, is it comfortable? Or?
Oh, that bad boy was kicking like a mule. That one? Oh, because it's the 308, the carbine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man! It kicked that 308. This is before I got the got my 500 nitro, got all fancy, right? That 308 is nothing to sneeze at. Now it's a beautiful gun. I got mine zeroed in. I got iron sights on mine.
Oh wow!
Got it zeroed in. You know, I could rock out, a couple hundred yards, because as far as I go, but I'm sure I could take it out to 700-800 yards.
Oh, okay. Would you roll
got
with
mine
it?
Dialed in.
Would you roll with it? I mean, if you know.
Oh yeah, with the one I got, especially the one I got, I would broke it in. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
308 is a no nonsense round. 54R, in my opinion, is probably the best round you could have for your buck.
Oh, okay.
But 308 is definitely nothing to sneeze at. 30-06 is nothing to sneeze at. That's on par with the 54R. But that
Yeah.
308,
Yeah.
mid range, the long range, that
Yeah, I've
308.
seen a lot of competition in 308, man. They be
Oh yeah,
metal way out there, man.
oh yeah.
700-800 yards. It's like, what in the world?
You get 11, 1,200 yards with 308, if not further. I've seen
Yeah.
people stretch it out to 1,500.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can stretch it.
Yeah.
And it kicks like a mule on the back end. It's got some serious belt recoil. You will feel it.
But if you on that dirt, you laying on that dirt, you all good though.
Yeah, I laid on the dirt. I also did standing and kneeling. Oh man,
That
it
kneeling
beat.
balance, man, is tough.
I did about 25 rounds with that, especially on these old ass knees. I was like, you know, you definitely want to get some knee pads if you're gonna do kneeling.
Yeah.
But
Was it
it's
sling? You didn't have a sling or nothing, huh?
on the 308. And at the
Yeah.
time, I didn't. I do now, but I didn't at the time.
Okay, good. God.
Yeah.
Woo. More power
Oh, yeah.
to you.
Yeah, it was. You know, they had a competition. They got this competition at this range that I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Hold on one second. Anyone own the Trigicon ACOG? I don't have one. They're the best of the best. I mean, there's some really good ones from what I hear. I don't have one.
Yeah.
I'm an iron sight guy.
Yeah.
And decent glass. I don't do all like the optics too much. I do like iron primarily because you know, batteries die.
Yeah. I worked with ACOG in the service when I was in the armory. ACOG and EOTechs. That's what I worked with. They put on that. At the time, they were M4s.
Yep.
Before we changed away from the AR-15, so we went to them, the shorter barrel one, and a lot of people enjoyed them. You know what I heard. You know.
Yeah, they're top quality. I mean, good night vision from right here. I never did an ACOG. I shot the EOTech once.
Yeah.
But I didn't do the ACOG.
But
And
if you get,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, if you get a bad one.
Oh, it's bad business?
Yeah. That EOTech, if them two go bad, just put it in the box and send it back.
Oh, bless. And they're expensive too. I saw the prices of some of those things. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
If you are budget friendly, it is not for the budget friendly. I can say that. Yeah. It is definitely not for the budget friendly.
Yeah.
You are on a budget. You may want to look at something else.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay some moolah for that.
Yeah.
I'll just gonna be honest with you.
Now,
the Holosuns, they're pretty nice.
You know, one thing I like about them, and they take a beating.
Mm-hmm.
They take a beating, and I hear a lot of people say, "Well, it's minimal maintenance at all." You know, you can tweak it and do what you have to do. Now, EOTech,
that's all over the place.
Man, I had one where you couldn't even find the dot. Some days you find it, some days you be like, wait a minute, this thing has a mind of its own. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's you know, you definitely want to. Sites are funny, you know, because you can find a site that's not that expensive and work perfectly fine, and you can get one that's top quality, top of the line.
Yeah.
And it'll be trash. So you want to. I use like on some of the glass I do use. I use Loophole. I got Loophole glass. I got Burris as far as glass. I'm gonna get some more Burris glass because Burris takes a whooping. I mean, I have one on my 50 BMG, and it takes it. So I'm gonna put one on my new glass on my 500 Nitro. I had cheap Simmons scope on that. And that line of sight was trash. You know, and I just wanted something really quick just to go out there and shoot it for the first time when I bought it. But I got a Burris pistol scope, which is pretty decent. It's not, you know, like Loophole or Nikon or what's it? Glass. Loophole. That's probably one of the better glasses.
Yeah, Vortex.
Yeah, Vortex. There it is, Vortex.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Now, me, I don't know, but I've been dibbing and dabbing with compensators, and I noticed I come across some pretty good compensators that's equivalent to some low end suppressors.
Oh, okay. For like ARs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for mine, I was at my Pac 9 I have, and I was looking at this compensator and I was watching this other guy have one, and I thought it was a suppressor. He said, no, it's a compensator. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
no, I thought it was, you could barely hear it. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a compensator? Wow.
Yeah.
So what level is it between a thin line between a compensator and a suppressor?
That's a good question. I'm not. Suppressors obviously going to be a lot more quiet.
Yeah.
Price with
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Compensator, it quiets it, may reduce some of that muzzle flash, but
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
Well, I see some with a pretty price tag compensator, but they said between it was a thin line talking about it's a high end compensator, but it's a low end suppressor. I was like, well, okay.
We're playing that game. We got to be. Oh, shout out! Look, y'all. I love how we like to walk the boundary, but just know that if you got to pay Daddy his money.
Yeah,
I know we don't like the ATF.
That's what I was saying. I was like, okay,
money.
we
You push that envelope. You push that envelope. Don't be surprised because see, this is where I start with the because the brace. We'll start with the brace because the brace has been the talk, and I'll just let y'all know it's been the talk. The brace has been the on and off talk for at least 5 years. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Right. Where they were like, yeah, it's good. No, it's not. Yeah, it's good. No, it's not. Now they're on the more. No, it's possibly not, and they may change. Let me tell you this. Anybody heard of the gun, the Q, the Honey Badger?
Yeah.
Right. And they had like a real issue with ATF. ATF was like, yeah, you might want to, and they were like, going through their back and forth and legally and all that stuff to determine if that was an SBR versus a pistol variant. If you look at the two, if you look at the pistol variant of the Honey Badger and you look at the SBR, they look virtually identical. The only thing that's different is the actual strap for your brace on the back of them. That's the only thing you could tell them two apart. Essentially, they're like that thin line we were just talking about. Mm-hmm. That's that thin line, and they're treading the envelope is pushed. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't go any further with that envelope without going over that line. And what killed it is they sold the pistol variant cheaper than they sold the SBR. Mm-hmm. So if you can get the pistol variant that looks almost virtually identical like the SBR for cheaper, and you ain't got to do the paperwork on it, mm-hmm. you're going to get the pistol. They made a killing off of that joint. Mm-hmm. Know when ATF had a problem with it?
What?
Made a killing off of it, and ATF ain't seen none of that money. Like, wait a minute, you got an SBR version and a pistol variant. You made millions of dollars off the pistol variant. Where's our paper? We need our Skrilla. We need our palms greased. Well, sorry, this is not SBR. Oh, okay, no problem. We're going to go ahead and change the law, right? We're going to go ahead and put this policy out. Not change the law, put a policy out saying that you're in violation in accordance with NFA 1930. But that's what they do, right? It's about the bread. You got to pay Daddy their money. Gotta pay their bread.
That's one thing I never understood when shooting my Pac 9. Mm-hmm. Mine is on my arm. I never have to put it on my chest. So my question is, when most people shoot, your arm is extended out and it's on your arm. So where are they getting this thing that is being up on your chest? It's not a rifle.
Well, yeah. Well, you could shoulder fire some because you look at some of these braces; they look damn near like shoulder stocks.
Yeah.
Right. Uh-huh. And because they weren't classified as a right, because at first you couldn't shoulder fire it. You had to either cheek fire it or wear it on your arm, right, as the actual like its intended purpose. Yeah. Or you'd be classified as the SBR and you get in trouble. But then they changed that. And they changed it 2000. in 17, late 2016, early 17.
Yeah.
And the reason I know that is because I have a PAP M92 and I SBR'd it. I wound up having an actual buttstock put on my SBR.
Mm-hmm.
And this is right at the time where the ATF said, you don't need, this is not classified as SBR. You can shoulder fire it. So a lot of people who were going to maybe do their tax stamp chose not to, because now they can shoulder fire their pistol variant with brace.
Yeah.
First, they have to put it on their cheek or on their arm, strapped on the arm. So that's a back and forth thing. And it's definitely, now we're looking at it, but it's about the money. It's bread. And now they got joints that you could collapse, right? They got bracelets you can collapse now. Now it's not stationary. We're pushing the envelope. So you can't, I understand, I'm not a huge fan of the ATF, but I understand their position because, hey, you pushing the envelope and we ain't seeing no bread. If you pay them money, they'll turn the other cheek. If they getting their money, and I think with the Honey Badger example, if they would have flipped the price, they would have had the pistol variant more expensive than the SBR, and ATF would have made some money off of those stamps based on the SBR. They probably would have turned the other cheek. They probably been like, turn a blind eye and be like, okay, you're good, carry on. It's about the bread. People don't understand that. People in this gun game that are new, it's about the bread. You ain't greasing no palm. You ain't got no Skrilla. This ain't the game for you. This I'm just gonna be verbally honest with you. You can be but so budget friendly if you really want to get deep into it. If you're looking for guns strictly for protection, then that's one thing. But if you really want to get deep into this game, be prepared.
Yeah, that's what I think that's where it's going at the end. Everything done and said. It's gonna be like hunting license soon, and we're gonna have some, owner's license and.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
And see, I live in a state that does a lot of that stuff, so it's not new to me.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I when you see like, oh, God can't believe it, dude. I'm like, I said, man, welcome to the party.
Yeah.
First time. It's like we've already experienced a lot of some of those laws of like needing licenses to get certain things, do certain things, if you just work around it. It's like, okay, it's a money grab. And once you spend more money, okay, no problem. Here you go. And that's not gonna stop the game too much, but it's you get used to it.
Yeah.
I know, because I know people that move from this state because of that. Wow. And I'm like, I'm not uprooting for that. You crazy. I got enough. I'm good. So, I'm not uprooting for that. Go somewhere else where healthcare is trash, but I can get a good gun. No, I'm not doing that.
So crazy. I tell a lot of people, and I look at California, like they got some nice gun ranges, and you can shoot a lot of certain weapons.
Yeah.
But it's the speculations. It's not like statewide in California. It's per county. Now you can cross this county line and have this full automatic weapon. Then you come this county line, you got to have some crazy brace where you can't grip the whole grip. It's like
right. Look, I was in Cali. I went to this gun range, stupid nice, Northern California. Yeah. Probably one of the nicest outdoor ranges I've been to.
Yeah,
the berms was like 50 feet tall. Just stupid how nice that range setup was, and to see that obviously they want a whole lot of out there, right? Mm-hmm. But it was a beautiful ass range, and I'm glad I didn't bring a lot. I brought a few of my guns, but I obviously couldn't bring them because of their laws. I'd have to like change the thumb stock, and I'd have to do and so it just wouldn't be worth it. I just bring out like my lever action, or I bring out like a shotgun or something that run out. But their ranges are nice, and you hit on the nail on the head, because I seen some people out there with some guns that you didn't think they could have, and they got them.
Yeah,
they got them, and it's like, ooh, where'd you get? That's pretty. It's like some really nice pieces out there that some of these guys got. But if you go somewhere like Oakland, you go, then you see a different actor, So we kind of know what that's about.
Alameda County or somewhere like that.
Oh yeah, you ain't getting the good stuff, right? You won't have access.
Mhm.
You know, it's definitely all by design. We know that.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
just that you get people to work around it, get that good workaround, and this is why it's important. Just kind of shameless plug. Go FFL Elite because FFLs are exempt.
Mhm.
They're exempt from these kind of laws.
Yeah.
So if you get your FFL, and everybody get their FFL, and you sell to each other, you sell guns legally. Everybody's got legal access to this stuff. You could have to still make a good living. So guns ain't going nowhere. Don't
No.
worry about that. They're gonna change. They're gonna rotate.
Yeah.
But it's a $60 billion a year enterprise. They're not giving that up.
No, they're not going to do that. That's
No.
Yeah.
So we ain't got to worry about that going anywhere. And I know we don't completely. We've been all over the place. All over the place with this joint. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. I do a lot of talking, as you know.
Hey man, it's all good. This is what this channel about. Survival Saturdays, man. Everything is about survival. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? From radio to bug out bags, bug in bags, and weapons and
Right.
ammunition. It's all survival. So it
Right.
doesn't matter where we go. It's all survival. So they like, hey, what are you talking about? Survival.
Yep.
Bear come
Right.
running up on you, shoot him. Survival.
Survival.
Yeah, that's it.
That's-
So this is my
Black
this is
white,
why I call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. It's all good. It's all good, man.
Norwood Alderman. I was looking at some of the comments. Norwood Alderman asked, "When do you pay a tax stamp, and on what?" You pay a tax stamp on what they would call NFA items,
Yeah.
National Firearms Act of 1934, if I'm not mistaken. Basically came with also suppressors would fall in there, destructive devices, short-barreled rifles, shotguns, and machine guns, right? Full automatic select fire, what do you want to call, that are pre-1986.
Okay.
Right.
Now, do they? Yeah, because I was looking at the thing and I said, do you pay on your selector switch or just the fully auto? Because you got 3-round burst weapons too, right?
That falls under NFA as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
That's why that binary is like right there, but it's technically not a burst because it's 1 round per trigger squeeze and 1 round per release.
Ooh.
And then you have, obviously that trigger. I forgot the name of it. They was just talking about classifying that as a machine gun. It's technically not that doesn't have has a quick reset or virtually no reset. It's like you just keep going. They have like that one that's questionable, which technically is not a machine gun. It's just no real reset.
We used to call that contractor trigger.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if you got a good trigger finger, you could get some good you can get a good rate of fire. May not be machine gun. I mean, it's like you got a speedy.
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing, man?
What's going on, man?
Doing all right, man.
No, I was trying to find out how you doing, MHP and Gun and Hookah.
What's going on?
What's up?
I was trying to find out about that the brace thing. Now I got a firearm, but I'm trying to get another one. The 300, the Daniel Defense 300 Blackout, the DMV4. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But that has a brace, right?
Yeah. Well, it could if it's a pistol variant.
Right.
Yeah, it'll have the brace. If it's still in your store to be sold, get it.
Yeah. Did it come with it? It comes with one, right?
Usually they do.
You pull, what I'm saying.
Got a collapsible joint.
So right, but it doesn't have the stock. So I think you got to pay a tax stamp on the stock or the brace. How's that?
Stock. If it's a stock, it's an SBR.
Okay,
if it's a brace, it's a pistol variant.
Yeah,
but they're going back and forth again with whether or not they should make that an SBR and classify it as that.
Right.
It's kind of a conversation they had several years. They've been having this back and forth. Right. So yeah, if it's got the brace of the pistol, no tax stamp. If it has just a stock, it's SBR, tax stamp.
Right. That's what I was trying to find out because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to get nothing I had to pay a tax stamp for, and not at this point, but I could still have got it, but I just wasn't clear on what was going on because they got so much stuff going on now. You know,
Right.
you don't know what's what, and you know how to go about doing this and how to go about doing that. But that's what I
Right.
wanted to be clear on, as far as that tax stamp thing. That,
Oh
like I
yeah.
said, I
As far
wasn't
as
really
that,
sure.
yeah.
Hmm.
You're
Good.
fine
Yeah, you good.
until some, because it's not in law, right? ATF is not a legislation
Mhm.
organization. It's a law enforcement. So if
Right.
they put in a policy, it's in accordance with a law that's already out there, and they of
Right.
course
Right.
got approval and all that stuff.
Right.
So until they pull them off the shelves,
Hmm.
I
Just
say
go ahead and
go
get
ahead
it.
and get it.
Yeah, go ahead
Yep.
and
Right.
get it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you good.
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
good. No worries.
All
Yep.
right, then,
They'll
man.
let you know if you got to do a form
Oh no,
4.
I know that. I know they wait. They'll
Yeah.
sit
They're
there
like,
waiting for
you need to
tax
go ahead and give us
officer.
this $200 right now,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Right.
Passport
Yeah.
photos, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
The stores won't
So
let them do that anyway.
Yeah.
so
They yeah.
say if I change something on it from brace to a stop,
You got to
that
pay the stamp.
tax stamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you want to do the stamp before you put that stock on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because I think you can serve time and all that. You know that type
Oh
of
man,
thing.
because if you have, let's say you have a pistol variant,
Mhm.
right,
Mhm.
and you only have just that one,
Right.
and you got a stop, an AR
Mhm.
stop, a
Right.
collapsible stock you want to put in there, but you have no other AR, you
Right.
just have that particular one, they can
Right.
get you for what's called constructive possession. It's almost like
Right.
you have an
Right.
SDR.
Right.
So yeah,
Right. Right.
you don't want that. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
right. That's
So
good, man. I'm trying to stay
yeah.
out from
So
prisons, man.
yeah, man, we ain't trying to do no time in club fed, not behind no
Yeah,
stuff like
man.
that.
No, I ain't trying to do that. And then about the FFL, I was watching yesterday. I might try. I might be interested in that FFL, man. I'm thinking about it, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna do a little bit more research for myself.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
got a little bit of time, so I'm thinking about trying to pursue it pretty soon. I'm gonna figure it out before this year's out. See what I
Oh
want to
yeah,
do.
but
Yeah.
no doubt. If you do it, definitely go to FFL Elite. It'll walk you through
Right.
everything.
Yeah. That's why I was checking out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know, going
that
through Jay and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, yeah, because he did
Yeah.
cause I just put my application in, right?
Right.
Mhm.
And Jay went through the training that he went through,
Right. Right.
and he said it was okay, but it was not, it didn't have that where it'll grab your attention and really get you to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he came up with that FFL Elite.
Right.
And yeah, so if you do it, definitely, we already know we got our own
Yeah.
app. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's always good. But yeah, if we all do it, then here's the thing.
Right.
I say to people, I don't care right now for us, especially us. If we all did it, or at least the majority of us did it, we would
Right.
satisfy two people on both fronts. We'd satisfy the ATF because they get their money,
Yeah.
right, for these fees that we got to pay,
Right.
Mhm.
and then we satisfy ourselves because we can A, have access to certain firearms, and B, make money off of said firearm
Right.
to
Right.
other FFL SOTs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where the best of both worlds is at for us.
Yeah.
And as long as we're doing it right, where we're selling guns and legally, obviously, and we going back and forth with other people who are FFLs and have access to it.
Right.
When we do our ATF inspection, we cover.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like I said before, if they getting bread,
Right.
they getting their
Automatic.
money.
Yeah. Right off the top.
You know what I'm saying? They good.
Yeah.
It's not like you bribing anybody on the table. You just paying basic fees. But a lot of us don't want to pay those fees, and we miss out on good opportunities to make money off of it and have access.
I'm gonna tell you a story, right?
All right.
Yeah, this is the reason why I'm kind of interested, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, my neighbor next door to me, right? He got his FFL, right? So I was like, oh man. So I said, you got it, huh? He said, yeah, because he told me this last year he was doing it. So I was like, oh man. He said, well, they call me Norm, but my government is Norwood. So he's like, yeah, Norm, you should get it. I said, yeah, but I don't know, man. So he's like, yeah. So when I start getting, watching y'all guys on the YouTube thing, I said, you know what, man? And he's of another color, right? So
Right.
I ain't want to, I don't like getting into that color thing, but
oh yeah, no
I was like,
question.
man,
No question.
let me tell you something. if he find out I got mine and the way I went about getting mine, he'd be like, well, wait a minute, how you get yours? I said, well, I mean, I went through this little thing I know about, and come to find out, I know some people in there, I wound up getting it. But I said, well, let me wait, because he was trying to help me get mine, but I said, no, I think I'm gonna, fall back a little bit.
Yeah.
So then when I'm continuously, MHP, I've been, we've been on here together, but I mean, I'm just seeing, Guns and Hookah. I've been watching you too.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I said, man, that FFL sounds real good, man. So, y'all got me kind of convinced to go ahead and try to do this. So I'm like, yo, man. I said, yo, if he find out I got this thing, man, and he got his, he be like, yo, he probably won't feel no type of way. But I'm like, yo,
I mean,
I don't know,
if
man.
he does, so
I'm
what?
really thinking, man. Some people they get kind of funny with you. When you, I mean, he got his thing, and I'm trying to.
Does he got to know?
Yeah. And
does he got to know?
Now I'm gonna tell you, he said they did the background on him and all that, but he said, they come to your house and all that. I said, I don't mind them coming to my house, it ain't no thing to me. But I mean, I mean, if I can go out a different way and get mine, opposed to you getting yours, I said, I don't mind. I mean, it'll help me out too, because I'm looking for some things that I can't really get my hands on. So I think I might just go ahead and do it. Like I said, I'll probably do it before this year's out or something like that.
Okay.
I'll try it out.
Don't
sound like
want
it's
to
no
do
problem,
that,
just a lot of studying. That's all.
It's self-paced too.
Yeah.
And it pays in the long run.
It definitely pays in the long run.
That's what I'm
Access
talking about.
and making money, you can't beat that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, look at, it's and the best one to get is the 07, Type 07, which is the licensed manufacturer with the 02 SOT. That's the one you want, because you got to have that SOT to be able to do the machine gun.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I met another dude where I get my fire. I get mine from the base up here in Jacksonville, and the dude in there, he's real cool with me. His name Alex, but he has his. So he's like, man, he said, he got a regular one. So I'm like, all right. Well, I said, well, the regular one sounds pretty good too, but I think my neighbor has the one with the SOT with it. So I was like, man, I don't need nothing, real extravagant. I just want that basic one. I'm good with that. I'm just a basic dude. So I just I don't need nothing. Where I don't think I really need no. I think they talk about the one where you get you get the chance to get the silencers and things like that. I was like, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out later on. Once
like class 3.
Yeah.
You have there's 9 different ones. Right. You have the old. I currently have an 03 FFL, which is collector of NFA. Collector of curio and relics. Right, which anything rifles, anything older than 50 years old, I can have mailed right to my doorstep. I do my log. And, that's good. And that one's the cheapest one you can get, but you can't sell any guns with that. You can't sell using your license. It's a collector's license only.
Right.
That's why you're not going to need passport photos or fingerprints for that one. $30 every 3 years.
Okay.
And you can get all the good old school stuff. 50 years that's classified as CNR mailed directly to your house.
Tax insurance on that most nice.
You get you a sweet, you get you a sweet Mauser, mailed straight to your crib. You ain't got to go through the FFL, pay the transfer fees. And then also it helps if you buy the NFA guns, like the Tommy guns, or some of those big joints where you still got to fill out the form, the tax stamp, but you don't have to let the ATF get permission for the ATF to take it across state line.
Okay.
As long as you got your paperwork, right? And that's what FFL comes in handy when you doing your, if you have machine guns you want to take across state lines, stuff like that. You ain't got to get permission because you already got it. But you got to make sure you have your paperwork with you. Because if you don't,
yeah, no, I can imagine, man.
Yeah, it'll hurt. The store too get you also, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Shipping to
But
some
that's what
other
he was
store,
telling
you got to
me.
go pick it up. You got to pay some. What is
Yep.
that? Some
You gotta
store
pay that
fee.
transfer fee. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
if you have your FFL, you can ship it to somebody. You want it like Cerakoted, you can ship it to them,
Mhm.
have it Cerakoted, and they can ship it directly back to you to your place of
Right.
business.
Right.
And
Because he was telling me he has that too. He has. I didn't. He was like, yeah, you know, if you need anything shipped or you need anything, come to the store. I got a store. I said, huh? I said, well, wait a minute, you got a store too? He's like, yeah, you know, it can either come here to the house or to the store. I said, well, I mean, I don't want nothing coming to your house. I mean, we neighbors, we cool, but I was like, man, I said, you can get the stuff coming to your house. I seen a episode on Urban Gun Reviews where I seen him where he was going to somebody's house as well. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know, yeah, you can have, but I don't want anybody coming to my house and pick no fire.
Yeah, some states you actually could do your business, conduct business outside your house.
Right.
But I'm with
right.
you on that. I
Yeah.
can't. In the state I live in, you can't. You got to have a commercial property, commercial or storefront or a storage contained unit or something like that. You can use as an office.
Right.
You don't have to store your guns there. You just have to place a business where you do your paperwork.
Right. But
I
seemed
wouldn't.
like he got all of that stuff. So I'm like, I said, I didn't know you had no store. He said, yeah, I got it right up the street. But he said, you know, he got his own job that he does. But you know, I was like, Dad, I said, all right, man. I said, you know, if I do need something shipped, I'll ship it to your store. But I didn't know that you had no store, you know. I was like, you get a lot of perks with this stuff, man. So,
Oh,
you know,
a lot with that FFL. A lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's why I said I was learning
machine.
by him telling me and by being on here with you guys. I was like, Dad, y'all
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff you can get, you know, like you say, you can get your hands on whatever you want once you get it, you know.
Yep. So, and it's, you know, of course, you're not getting it for yourself.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah, for your business.
Yeah.
Joint venture.
Right. Not getting it for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Joint venture.
But
no, that's the truth though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You trying to make money. I mean, it's a good way to make money. You have access, right?
Right.
That's what I put on my forum because they asked, "What's your purpose?" I said, "To sell, do a business, and to, you know, research and development. I plan on doing some things. I plan on tearing some guns up and see what I can make out."
Right.
You know, I you know, it's a lucrative business. You can make some money. I mean, but like any business, you gotta, you know, do it.
Right.
But don't mess with the. You go to like the first, like Type 03, and then you got the 6, 7, 8, right? Because the 1 is the regular dealer. Type 2 is pawnbroker. Type 3 is collector. And you got 6, 7, and 8, which deals with ammunition and manufacture. Like I think the dealer of ammunition would really don't need to sell ammunition. You really don't need a license. But if you're trying to sell it in bulk and make it and sell it, you don't need a license.
Yeah.
Anything other than armor piercing, and then you get into Type 7, which is manufacturing of firearms, other than destructive devices. And then you get Type 8, which is importer of everything except destructive devices. That 9 through 11 is where the money come in, right? That's where the big money come in. With the 08, and I found it from Jay, was you got to pay like an additional $2,000 a year, right? 08 for the import. Right. You go to 09, 10, 11, you got, you know, $3,000 every 3 years. That's the destructive device, armor piercing round, big artillery stuff, grenades, explosive devices. That's when you start getting into the real nastiness of the game. Did we just lose Ben shooting? We just lost. Oh, okay.
I think
like, what happened? We just lost the host.
I was like, wait.
Like the host just said, you know what? I'm out, man. Y'all have a good night.
No, I had to go do something, man.
Oh, I'm about to say, I was like, damn. I had to take a pee break or something. Like, I know we're getting old, but shit.
I'm just enjoying y'all. I had to, you know, go do something right quick and bounce back in, man. I'm right here.
Oh, no, I'm messing with you, man.
Yeah.
No, that's good stuff, man. I love this joint. I'm definitely going to be a major supporter. I love this joint, man. I appreciate you having me through and talking.
Oh, yeah.
I know I can talk forever, man. I can talk forever.
this is Survival Saturday, man.
Right.
You gotta have this when people come in with questions. Got to do this.
Yeah, the key is surviving my talking ass, because I can talk forever.
Hey, that's what we
but
need,
you putting
man.
It's
Information.
information out, right? There you go. You're putting that
Yeah.
information
Yeah,
out.
it's years. I mean, this is, learning from people, old school cats that we
Yeah.
may not necessarily see on YouTube,
Mhm.
or anything like that, and being able to pass the information on to people who may not know, and then
Right.
younger cats especially, because young cats is
Right.
taking over, so we'll make sure they straight.
Right. Well, I'm gonna bounce out, man. I'm gonna leave it to y'all, man. I'm just learning a little bit more, try to figure out what I'm gonna do, and y'all just keep up that good work, man, and good content, bro. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Hey, likewise, brother.
Same here, man.
All right.
Same
man.
here. Have a
All
good
right,
one,
Gus
bro.
Luger.
Yep.
I'll check y'all
All right,
out
brother.
later, man.
We'll talk.
All right.
I'm gonna be in the chat, though. I'm gonna be in the chat.
All right.
Peace
All
out.
right.
Later, brother.
All right.
Yeah, man. I thought I could talk. I could talk all day. So I know we're going to time limit, because I go. I talk this stuff, man. This is what I do. I can bore the hell out of people with some of this crap I talk. You know what I'm
No, man, you all good. You all good, man. I just had to run some errands, and I came on back, and I'm in the channel and everything. We doing good. We doing good.
Nah, this is good. So yeah. Let me hit the like while I'm on this joint. So hit that. Yeah, get them likes up, yo. Get them likes
Yeah,
up.
appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's cool stuff, brother. It's cool stuff. Yeah, shout out to Carbon Q again. So, this is some
That's
some
good to
cool
go,
stuff
man.
here. Yeah, she awesome. Yeah, she's definitely extremely supportive of everybody. So it's cool as hell. I love it, man.
Yeah. And this is what we need, man, to have something like this, man, and keep it going. And like next Saturday, we're gonna get more in depth on oh, by the way, are you gonna get with that compass? You done that
Oh
one?
yeah, the first thing I do is the pace count.
Okay.
I was gonna try to do that last week, but I'm gonna try to do at least get the video done.
Yeah.
And then probably upload it sometime. I may upload it Thursday.
Okay.
But I do need to put it out. I need to do it. I'm gonna do the land navigation joint where we do a pace count,
Gotcha.
and then I could do compass another time. But I'll just do the pace. I know we want to do the pace count one. Talk about walking. So I gotta do a video. So I got a few things I gotta do. I gotta do Flower Friday. I got this joint on my joint called Flower Friday where I'm giving people their flowers.
Yeah.
So funny thing is so that's gonna be Friday. So I gotta do a video for that, and then I gotta do that land nav video, and I got another video I'm doing as well. So I'm gonna be releasing 3 videos this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna have a couple of short storyline joints once I figure that out. I got some advice from Jay the Shooter, and so I'm gonna make that happen and just stay consistent. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the compass joint. That'll be part of the following week. I'm definitely gonna do the like I said, the my mind, the pace count. So yeah, I got work to do. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'll make it happen. I'll go into work, and when I get off, I might do it tomorrow and release it probably Thursday.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be great, man. Shout out to Roger Stewart and everybody, man, that showed up.
Yeah, shout out to Roger Stewart. Shout out to
Delray
people come through with some stuff, man.
R. Scott, Jay Chill, Smitty,
Sir.
What did it say? Easy Dozer. Shout out to him. Black Poindexter.
Yep.
And I hope I got everybody. Oh, Noah Wood.
Noah Wood.
Yeah. So yeah, we did good, man. I'm gonna try to keep it going on Saturday, man. So next Saturday, I'll same time, same channel. We're gonna talk about something different, but it's all like I said, survival.
Right.
I'll find something in the bag to pull out and talk about, and I'll be back on here, you and get Zach, and some more people, and this is what I like doing, man.
Yeah, we were all over the place, but it was just information passed on. But I know we get too far in the comms. I wanted to talk a little bit about Morse code. That's another form of comms we want to definitely know.
Oh yeah.
You can go online and you can get, for those out there, you can get the actual Morse code, and it'll show you what everything means, the letters and alphabet and your numbers 0 through 9.
Yeah.
And so you learn like the dotted dot, the da and the did, right? The da and the did. So you want to be like, like when you hear like did da da, was it did it da 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 did it? That's SOS, right? Did it is that's da da da. So and then you could do, and then once you start learning the letters, you better understand more. Like for instance, if you hear, was it da da did it da da did, I think that's spells. I think that's gun.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's learning that. So you can go in there and you can learn your dids and das, getting the alphabet and the numeral, and that's a good thing to learn more because it's being able to read it fast. There's cats I know that have been doing that for years, and could do it a beast. And I did a little bit from comms, but I didn't have to do it to their degree of expert.
Okay.
So I know a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard. Now Google is definitely your friend to a degree, but definitely do your research. That's another form of comms you want to know is Morse. We can get more into that on another thing. But yeah, Morse code is something you definitely want to do because you can do simple taps. You're just knowing your dids and das, and there might be pauses. But sometimes when you're hearing like Morse code, right? Because you have like gun is G is da da did, and then you have U, which is did it and N is da did, right?
Yeah.
So you may hear it, da 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 da. I mean da 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 da, right? And it may go faster than that, and you'll be like, okay, you got to pick it up. And then there's even ones for like characters as well. So there might be space, so you have to know that as well for that particular. So yeah, it's a lot of work, man. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of calm. So
there you go, people. Learn the Morse
learn
code.
that Morse code. Yeah, man. Yeah, first know that joint that remember that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Yeah.
We could do phonetic alphabet: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, not Oscar, Oscar. It's spelled Oscar when you say Oscar when you're actually doing calm.
Yeah.
Papa, you don't say Papa, you say Papa, right? Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, not Victor, not Victor, Victor, right? And then Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. God, I can't remember. I remember all that stuff.
Look what Black Poindexter said. Hey, you gotta survive, man. Survive.
Because some people may say, beta, instead of Bravo. Some people may say dog instead of Delta. Some people may say Sam instead of Sierra. The biggest thing is see, there we go, Norwood, for sure. Yeah, man, that phonetic stuff, baby. And just if you have a team that understands the comms, then you good, right? Because you as a military guy, a lot of military folks that do, we like, oh, we hear somebody say D as in dog, like, no, it's not dog, or B as in boy, you be like, no,
Bravo Delta, come on.
You're like Bravo Delta, you're like, oh, but you got it, but you understand it, but it's like, oh man, but you just like someone scratched the chalkboard.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but yeah, if you have any more questions on that, and for sure you can hit me up DM. And, obviously our military boys, Ben, MHP, Navy cat, I'm Army, got a couple of veterans out here that have been doing this stuff for a minute that know basic comms because you learn that in boot camp, basically. And then you just get busy as your advances go on. You do that training every year. So if you want to get more in depth with that conversation about phonetic alphabet and the numbers and being able to actually establish a net and do messages and break transmissions and knowing what to use, because you'll hear stuff like Don't ever say over and out.
Oh no, that's a no.
That's a no-go. The reason you say don't say over and out is because over, when you say over, you're wait you complied with what they sent. You
Yeah.
understand what they sent? No, Rogers, when you understand, you basically waiting on the response. You're waiting for a response when you say over.
Yeah.
When you say out, conversation's over. You ended the terminated conversation.
Yeah.
So if you say over and out, you're like,
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
Yeah, should I respond back or should I stop? So you want to say either over or out. You don't want to say both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, repeat. Yeah, repeat's an artillery term. You don't want to say repeat. You might want to look up. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I say again. Yeah, we can definitely get into stuff like that. That should be a good one to have next week to actually get into how to actually talk comms.
Hey,
do a conversation.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I'm with you on
Saturday.
that. I could definitely write something up. You know, I could write we could do a message together or whatever.
Yeah. We can do it. Yeah, Survival Saturday. Next one's gonna be, getting our language out to the community, because that's what we need. We really need a code and a lingo that only the community can understand and comprehend to move around when stuff, hits the fan.
Exactly, because with stuff I give in is we give in the military, right?
Yeah.
It don't have to, the military guy. We know like I said, we get a little, but we can for the groups we can do your own as long as your group understands it.
Yeah,
you can do pretty much whatever you want as far as that, and we can get into switching frequencies and all. We can get into jumping sites. Oh, there's a whole lot of stuff we got a whole lot of subject matters we could do on these stuff. I like this joint, MHP. I like this joint.
Hey man, this is what I tell people, man. This is what we got to do, because push come to shove, this is community have to come together, and this survival thing that we talk about is on every aspect, whether it's ammo, weapons, radios, Morse code. It's all about surviving and using this. Because if we don't have, a lot of people don't have an exit plan, exit strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing, to get to and from, or even to get back where you need to get to. That's what the main goal is. Because some of us might be out. We just want to go bug in.
Right. Like me, I'm probably gonna bug in at least. Yeah. I'm gonna bug in long enough till I absolutely have to go.
Yeah.
Until then, I have a bag ready, but until then, I'm being here smoking cigar, hookah, drinking.
Tap In Productions, bring your notepad.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, bring it, man. I feel like this is kind of fun, man. I like this.
Hey.
I like this.
This is it, man. This is it. Survival Saturday, man. We're gonna bring it in. Last Saturday we had Black Poindexter, Carbon Q come in about the first aid, the tourniquet, making sure ain't nobody having permanent amputees. Poindexter broke that down.
He broke that down.
So we're gonna keep this going, and we got a little FFL in. We got in about the ammo shortage, what weapons and rounds to carry, things like that we need to know, man. And I'm,
no doubt.
Next Saturday we back here again, same place, same time.
That'll work. It'll work.
Yeah. And in Georgia, bro, appreciate you coming by, man.
I appreciate being here, bro. This was fun.
Oh yeah. I'll put this back up. Need somebody to come back in. Let me see. There we go. Anybody else out there? Step in here and feel like talking or something. I see Black Poindexter, Tap In Productions, Noah Wood.
Appreciate it, Black.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. It was good.
Yeah. I'm learning my way around to put up the little things now.
Hey, you doing better than me. I'm shoot.
Well, you know what happened, man? I mashed the button. I said, okay, I'm gonna take a breather right quick. I mashed the button, I disappeared, and then you say he's gone. I was like, oh, well, I learned that.
He's gone. Where you at?
I said, I can pull myself away and bring myself back. I'm learning something.
Yeah. It was cool, man.
It's all good.
You hold it down. You hold it down, man. definitely hold it down for sure.
Yeah.
It was fun, man.
Oh, good, man.
Brother, I enjoyed this.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Miss Carbon Q back in.
Yes.
And we're gonna close this up, man. And yeah, I'll be hitting you up on checking your channels out and hit you up on IG. Keeping things posted during the week if anything changed, but everything looks, copacetic.
All right.
So
yeah, my next one is Wednesday. Look out for Wednesday. It's gonna be another gun joint talking about another gun that I have.
All right.
And then Thursday, hopefully I'll push out that land nav, and then Friday, Flower Friday. Gonna start Flower Friday videos, and then I'll do about 3 a week. I'm gonna try.
All righty, Dave. Well, I'm about to shut it down. Thank y'all. Thank everybody.
I appreciate y'all coming through. It was fun, man. I appreciate you bringing me on here, man. This was a good time.
Always, man. Always. Have a good one.
Hey, you do the same, brother.
All right. Peace. All right, people. That's it. Hope you enjoy this day. I'm out of here.